and good luck to you all. Now, they say that one man's passion is another man's poison. For example, fans of rock music aren't always too fond of classical music, but would a combination of the two turn people on to both genres? Well, we'll soon find out, because our first guest is a renowned, around-the-world violinist with over 2 million album sales to his name, and he's decided to rock out on his latest album with quite a surprising outcome. Please welcome David Garrett.
Hello. Hi. Thank you.
How are you?
Very well. Good to be in London.
Oh, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you very much for the invite.
You're German. Yeah, nice to have you. Don't stop, Polly. You're German, born and raised, but you now live in New York, is that right?
I moved to New York when I was about 18 years old. Left my parents' home without them actually knowing. Applied for college behind their back because they weren't really
You're a good child, then.
I know.
Yeah. And obviously very close to your parents.
Yeah.
My parents didn't want me to go to college. They thought I already was, like, you know, good enough on the violin. I should, you know, continue with the career, which I already had at a very young age. And I thought, well, you know, I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do in life. So I went without permission to New York, studied there.
Wow.
And
continued. Did you go off the rails a bit? Because you were, in Germany, just to explain, you were kind of a child prodigy. You were a child star, weren't you?
I started very, very young. Got my first record deal when I was about 13. And, you know, everything went so quickly. It wasn't really my life. You know, I think with 13, you don't make your own decisions. And I just figured at some point when I turned 17, 18 that, you know, it wasn't really what I wanted to do. Nobody ever asked me what... you know, I wanted to play for pieces and which records I wanted to do, so just took a clean cut, went to New York, stopped playing for 4 years, and then...
Didn't you become a model?
Yeah, I did a little bit of modeling in New York,
I'm terrified you're going to hit me with this valuable violin.
So far, never happened.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to poke you in the eye.
How much is this violin worth?
This is about, well, $4.5–5 million.
Keep it well away from me.
No, it's quite robust.
Serious?
Yeah, it's a beautiful,
Why so
sturdy...
valuable?
When you travel on the aeroplane,
How are you doing?
does the violin have its own seat?
You know what? It doesn't need its own seat, but it just fits perfectly above the...
Can I hold it?
You know what? You can hold anything but the violin.
You've got to sell a lot of records to buy that, then?
Yeah, or you have to play a lot of shows. You know, I normally play about 200 to 300 shows every year. And,
can't stop looking at it now. You might want to hold it up.
You know what, why don't I just continue looking like this?
Why don't you play us something?
What do you want to hear?
Anything. Play some rock, because that's what really interests me.
All right. Let's do some, maybe Metallica. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You know, my mom is pretty liberal. She,
But you were a classical musician, so how do they feel about that?
You know, the thing is, I still continue my classical career, and I think that's really the foundation of whatever I do elsewhere. And I think crossover only makes sense if you have a secure home. And that's classical music for me, and...
But you've put the sex into that violin now, haven't you? No, it's true though, isn't it? Because not a lot of people see violins as being cool and sexy.
I think they are.
I think it's
But you
a pretty
have.
cool instrument to be
Yeah,
quite
but we had
honest,
Nigel
for me.
Kennedy. He wasn't sexy. I mean, he was brilliant as violin, but with all due respect, he wasn't, you know.
Well,
You?
I don't think it's about being sexy. I think the most beautiful thing in life is being passionate about, you know, what you do. And I think if you have passion for something, I think that's a very attractive thing.
So this new album you've got, turn to me.
It's not a shriveling chair.
It's
So I'm
very
like,
hard to get, all right.
I'm
This
getting a
new
little
album
closer,
you've
yeah.
got, it's all rock classics. Talk amongst yourselves. It's all
Yeah.
rock classics, is it?
It is a mixture between my own compositions and, you know, pretty much the most, you know, famous rock anthems, which, you know, pretty much also my kind of music, next to classical.
Carl, what did he just say? What did he just say?
I don't know. I just like the way he looked at me.
Are you normally good? Are you very confident amongst us cougars?
Yes.
With
Are
women,
you quite
generally,
confident
yes.
with women? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to be. I mean, if you don't know what
Looking
you
like
want,
you should be. Yeah.
then I think it's, you know, sometimes boring in life. I think you should always take the risk.
Really?
Really?
I love my job. Sometimes I love it.
So you travel the world playing concerts everywhere. Are you a bit like a sailor with a girl in every port?
No, because I actually work when I arrive, and usually what happens is, you know, everybody thinks traveling is the coolest thing, and it is sometimes if you have days off, but most of the times it's really like arriving, going straight to the hotel, rehearsing, doing a show, and the next morning traveling again.
So no groupies then?
There are, but you know, I think after like playing 2.5 hours, I am done.
Well, your
I'm
arms
wiped
are, yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah.
You don't.
You can only fiddle for so long, eh?
I didn't get what he said, but it
don't want
must
it.
have been funny.
See me after the show. Your new album is out now. The very best of luck with it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
very,
on
very
with
much
your
for having
very,
me.
very expensive violin. It's been our pleasure, hasn't it,
Thank
Carl?
you.
So much.
Thank you.
David Garrett, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Time for another breather, but when we return, would you rather your man paid for sex than had an affair? Do you want to stick around for that?
If you want me to stick around, I'll stick around.
I think you should stick.
So I'll stick.
We'll be back with you in 3.